Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger, welcome aboard. Let me show you the cover. I'm at the page right now. I guess my glasses are on. Hey, look at this, Mennonite cooking cookbook. Huh. Was passed on to me by my mother-in-law. Claudia, how you doing? She did the chicken, she got the, and there's a couple people that have gotten this book off of eBay. So that's the only place you can get it. It's from 1994 or 93, somewhere in there. Anyways, she did the croquette. Chicken croquette. Sorry, I'm French Canadian. She said it was pretty good. She sent me a picture and everything. I love you, Claudia. Thank you for sending that. And chicken patties. I have a Facebook page that you can message me. I'll get to it as fast as I can if you have questions. But she showed it to me in private, so I was so happy that she did a recipe out of here. Chicken patties. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this one below you. This one. It's pretty cool. Some of these recipes is very like leftover friendly, leftover chicken or turkey or whatever. Ingredients are not like something you have to travel 45 miles and go to Whole Foods to get and pay $17 for it. You know what I mean? So it's all stuff you probably have at home. I have a playlist of recipes I've done quite a few. I don't know how many, but I turn them into air fryer recipes. Okay, so if you want to check that out, I'm going to put a link at the end of this video. Just click on it and it'll take you right to the playlist. So you guys ready? We're gonna make this. I'm excited for it. Let's go. Chin chin. I got all the stuff ready. Here it is. Chicken patties. And this is the one that Claudia did. If you want to look at that one. I almost did it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna try this one. This is pretty interesting because it's very simple. It's very easy and cheap to make. So it says a half a cup of chopped onion or 1.5 teaspoons of sour cream and onion powder. I'm choosing the onion route because I have the other stuff, but I'm gonna try with the onion. Maybe it'll release a little bit of liquid and just like put a lot of flavor. There's no seasonings. There's no sneezings except for salt and pepper to taste. So anyways, we're gonna do it that route. Ruth Zimmerman. I have done some recipes from her and from this book. I can't remember which ones. Anyways, at the end of the video, I'm gonna put a link to the playlist of the Mennonite cookbook. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's very simple and cheap, and things are so expensive that, you know, the cooked chicken, you can use a rotisserie chicken, which are not too bad, about $6-7 a piece. You could do turkey. She did this with turkey. So you could do leftover turkey, you know, get your turkeys on sale, cook it up, pull it apart and vacuum seal them, and you got, you know, for future recipes. Which I have a few recipes with leftover turkey. Hey, when it's 49 cents a pound, I jump on that. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna type it as is under the description. So just let me put this in our book holder over here, recipe book holder. All right, so I'm mixing everything by hand, right? Here's the 2 cups of chopped chicken, finely chopped chicken. Everything is cooked but the egg in this, egg and onion a little bit there. So this is a lot, 2 cups of breadcrumbs. And I'm using plain breadcrumbs, not seasoned. You could use Italian in this. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I mean, hurt, as I say. All right, let me mix these onions in, the dry stuff first. That is a 1/4 cup, about half an onion. So let me break this up. The onions are all in little pieces here before we put our egg and salt and pepper. You could put red onion in here if you want a little bit of spice. It's very simple. I mean, you could zhuzh this up, you know. Let me think. The sour cream thing sounds good. It sounds interesting. Sour cream doesn't have a whole lot of taste, and onion powder is onion powder a little bit. You could probably put onion powder in this section here too. I'm not gonna do that because I got the fresh onions. So, but it wouldn't hurt. Let's just say. Boy, that smells good. I noticed that a lot of recipes, they use a lot of breadcrumb. A lot of cream of mushroom and, you know, cream of celery, mashed potatoes, a lot of mashed potatoes. As I'm looking at the other recipes, there's turkey minute steak. That's interesting. A raw sliced turkey breast. Okay. Huh. Anyways, it's pretty cool how they just use ingredients they already have at the house. I think that's pretty neat. Anyways, let me finish this and I'll wash my hands and I'll be back, okay? kind of is therapeutic a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, looks good, smells good. All right, so it's 2 eggs, scrambled, beaten, all right, with a fork. I should have got my spatula. I'll do that. Salt and pepper to taste, okay? Now it says to cook this up in butter. My butter's unsalted, so if your butter's salted, don't put as much salt, I would say. Here's some pepper. Because we love pepper, we like it spicy. So anyway, that's up to you. What was I gonna say about the salt? I was gonna say something about the salt. I totally forgot. Doesn't matter. All right, these tools are gonna mix this up, and I'll be back. It's very sticky, so there's good. Okay, let's see if that works. I was like, should I add another egg? But I'm not gonna change the recipe at all. I want to show if this works. If it's, you know, they do use a lot of breadcrumbs in there. Okay, so. It says to, where are you at, Miss Zimmerman? Mix all ingredients and shape into patties. Fry in butter. So that's what we're gonna do. Don't freak out. I have a stick of butter. Unsalted. I always get unsalted. Anybody else? I mean, if you don't need the salt, you know, don't use it. I don't miss it. Growing up in Canada, we salted everything. And I'd say probably about 20 years now. I don't salt my, hardly. When I'm cooking, I will add some salt, but I don't salt my dish. You know, one pet peeve I have is when you spend all day cooking something, you put fresh herbs, you put spices, you put, you know, a lot of work into it. Somebody makes a plate and just, without tasting it, put salt and pepper on it, or just salt. It drives me insane. Like, taste it first, okay? Sorry. All right, so here we go. Let's melt the butter. It doesn't say how long to cook it, but again, we're gonna cook it down. Everything's cooked but the eggs and the onion, okay? So I'm not gonna cook it on full blast. You have an air fryer with temperature gauge, okay? You can lower the temperature. You don't need to cook everything high frying method. So I'm gonna use the manual. That's my go-to. I like to use that setting. It's all typed down below what the numbers and the settings that I'm using means in temperature-wise, so you can adjust your air fryer. Not every air fryer is the same, so just realize that they probably cook this on a pan on medium-high heat, you know, just fry it up on both sides. This air fryer has a bottom burner, so I don't have to flip the patties over. So if you don't have that option, remember to cook it. The top's going to crisp up, and then flip it over and let the other top crisp up. Okay, I'm going to turn that bottom burner on. I'm going to leave it at 30 so you can see how much time I've cooked it for. So you can judge it by that. So let's melt the butter first. Just at that temperature. Number 3 is good. And we'll leave it at that. I'll do this for a couple minutes. I'll be back. Alright, you guys. Let's pause it. Melted that butter. I'm gonna move this aside. Gee, I wonder who made this. It's so pretty. Okay. See that? Beautiful, huh? Alright. So I'm gonna shape it into patties. Oh yeah, it sticks pretty good, you guys. That's gonna make a ton. Oh, so if you use rotisserie chicken, you know, that's seasoned already. It's gonna be really good in this because it's got, you know, no seasoning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat that side with butter. Push this aside. My chicken was boiled chicken. I boiled some chicken for broth, made soup for the mini bug that was sick. So I had leftover chicken. They were like quarters. Boy, they're cheap. You better fight. Was it a 5-pound bag for like $6? Yeah. Anywhere you can save money these days, I'm telling you. That's the best I could do with the patties here. My goodness, this stuff is loaded. Okay, so let me finish this. I could probably fit maybe 6, and I'll be right back. So I got 4 patties out of that. What happened was I had too many onions. I probably had a half a cup of onions. So I had to take some onions out because it wasn't, it was just too much. That's why it's cracking up over there. But that's okay. Who doesn't like a lot of onions? Huh? I'm just brushing this just to make sure. I may flip them over. Who knows? That egg is going to keep this together, hopefully. All right, so let's cook this up. It's going to resume, I think. Maybe not. I paused it. There we go. I'll let you know how long. Maybe flip them over. I'll let you know that too. We'll be back. So let's get an update here. They're cracking, right? So I'm going to flip them over. Okay, they stay together. All right, not too bad. All right, here's the thing. I'm going to bump it up. It's falling apart. I think that they use like fresh bread and just crumble it up. Maybe. If not, I would add another egg to this. This one fell right apart. Anyway, so weird ending. Let me flip that over. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, here we go. So let me bump it up to the highest setting. Started off that way. Maybe they won't fall apart. I don't know. Somebody let me know. I think the dried breadcrumbs is probably not the best thing. I would just take like 3 slices of bread and crumble it up the best you can. I think that would do a little bit better. Kind of like meatloaf texture. Alright? So I'll be back. Guys, so how many minutes is that? Where did we start at? Anyways, what was it? 10, 11 minutes, somewhere there? I'm gonna call it done. I know that egg is cooked in there. I mean, it looks alright. Some of them fell apart. Not too bad. I'm gonna plate it and I'm gonna taste it for you. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys. Not the prettiest, but who knows? Sometimes the food that's not the prettiest is the best, right? So, a couple things there. Everything I've done out of this book has turned out amazing, okay? I've never had a problem until this one. The falling apart thing. Could be I had too many onions. I probably did. Probably used a half cup instead of a quarter cup. Not good. I would try that sour cream and onion powder method. That's what I would do. If you're using the dried breadcrumbs, put another egg in there. If you're using fresh breadcrumbs, probably is what they're asking for. But anyways, let's try it anyways. Let's give it a shot. I just pretty much cooked it till the onions were a little bit, you know, charred. Here we go. I mean, it's good. It's like a burger, but with fresh chunks of chicken. Instead of ground chicken, that's what it tastes like. That diced chicken comes out through really nice. Pretty plain. I can taste a little bit of salt in the back, which is okay with me. It's good. You know, you ketchup, mustard, whatever you do with your chicken. A little bit of ranch would be nice. What could I add to this? Instead, I mean, it fell apart. It's good. It just needs seasoning, and it needs something. Try Italian breadcrumbs. Put some garlic in there. I don't know. You could adjust it, but it's pretty cheap to make. It's actually good. I don't taste all that breadcrumb stuff that I put in there. I really don't. I thought it was going to be like powdery. No, it concentrated really good. It mixed up pretty good. It was sticky, but then all my onions kind of just made it fall apart. So be careful with that. It says chopped onions. I would do like finely diced onions, okay? Again, the sour cream and the onion powder would really look good. So it's not bad. It's not a total loss. It's just it fell apart. I don't like the looks of it, okay? But it's okay. It's edible. That's good. All right. So I will type it down below. I'll put a link. Remember to check out all the recipes from this cookbook. It was passed on to me by my mother-in-law. She collected cookbooks, recipe books. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for shopping. Bye-bye.